Hello and welcome back to another SmartBeeApp tutorial. In this one, we're going to be talking about loops. Now, what are loops? Well, it's just a way of grouping B-yards together. Let's say you operate in multiple states, and you might want to group them one state, and then another state, and then another state. Or you have a lot of yards in one state, you want to group them or differentiate them by county or by group or any which way you like, you can do that. Now we'll start by clicking on the top left and going down to, well, loops right under B yards on top of growers. When we open this, you'll see you got, well, the map of all your B yards. So let's say we want to do North Dakota. There's a couple ways to do this. You can either choose a loop. So you go on here and find a loop or create a new one. North Dakota, 1, save. So now we can sit here and click individually, or we can click select visible. So now it's taken all 161, put them here. So now we can go through, delete them if we want, to remove the ones we don't want, and then we could just save it. Now, we could also assign a beekeeper to it. So you can select which person can see this loop. That way you don't have everybody seeing the same thing. If you want, you can select all and everybody will see it. But if you want maybe just the one group of beekeepers to only be able to see their group of bees, you can do that here. So you would go on here and just select and save, and then you could save that loop. Or another thing you could do is separate it. So you want, the west side, the east side, the center side. So you can go on here, zoom in as close as you can, select visible, and then remove the ones you don't want. You could go on here, find the name of it, delete the ones you don't want. But once you have that group, you could save it. Then you could move on to your next group. Save this one, save the other one. You could save it all. The only thing you got to remember is that a 1B yard can only be in one active loop. So you can have all the loops. So 1B yard can be in multiple loops, but only one can be active at a time so you don't have overlapping. Where do you do that? Well, you do that here at the very bottom. You go on here, you have all your list of things. You can see the ones that are active, inactive. You can sit here and deactivate them. You could see all the names. You could edit, deactivate. If we go into the edit mode, you could see everything that's assigned, everything that's not assigned, any ranches, and then the beekeeper list here. If you wanted to deactivate it, you would just turn it off and it would become inactive. You would no longer be able to see it, but that's how you would just keep it separate. So remember, all the B yards, you just got to stay separate. It's just a way of grouping things. So you could keep everything a little organized. If you do have any questions or anything about this loops, you can shoot me an email at donovan@smartbeeapp.com. That's DONOVAN@smartbeeapp.com, or text or call me at 602-635-0207. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.